So I guess the Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny official trailer just dropped while I was working on some other stuff. I just went and watched it. I have some thoughts. We're gonna do a reaction video here. Hopefully, I don't get dinged for copyright stuff because I'm just doing this fair use. It's out there, I wanna talk about it. It's got me excited. I was also excited for the Crystal Skull, and in the grand scope of things, while it wasn't the better film out of all the Indiana Jones films I've seen, I go with the same mentality that I have with Star Wars, which is that all Indiana Jones is good Indiana Jones. It's just that some Indiana Jones is better than other Indiana Jones. I'm a big fan of this franchise. This is the franchise that inspired me as a child to become the adult who went on to travel the world and work with tourism boards, become a travel photographer and a travel writer and a videographer, and go to cool places and do cool things in countries around the world. I wanted to be an archaeologist when I was younger. That didn't quite pan out, but I managed to sort of shoehorn my way into, nevertheless, becoming a globetrotting individual. And I've always loved this series. I loved the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles with Sean Patrick Flannery, which were great, like historical episodes and insights into certain places and parts of time. And if you've never watched that show, I would highly recommend you go back and watch the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, because they were even used in classroom settings for being, historically accurate about a lot of different things. And just the level of detail that went into those productions was just phenomenal for me. And also, Sean Patrick Flannery was amazing as a young actor in that role. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and the first official trailer for the film, which is coming June 30th of next year. Um, there have been lots of discussions happening about this film recently, including the de-aging technology, which we finally get to see up close and personal in this trailer, and it looks phenomenal. I will also say we got a quick glimpse of it in the Willow premiere yesterday, and it's the same technology. It looked really good, by the way. It did not look so great when they did it in The Mandalorian a few years ago, but they've made leaps and bounds in the technology, and it looked really good in Willow, and it looks really good in this trailer. So I'm thinking the brief moments that they use the de-aging process in this upcoming Indiana Jones film, I think it's going to work. Harrison Ford has said it's the first time he's seen it in a way that is believable. So anyway, let's dive into this and see what we can see. Let's just go for it. So we've got camels, and we got Salah. I missed the desert. Okay, all
I
right.
miss the desert.
Of course you do. All right, we got car chase scene happening, machine guns, a young Indiana Jones jumping from one car to another, tuk tuk to another, I should say. All right. Old Indiana Jones walking across the
I
street.
miss the
Oh
sea.
yeah. So these guys are talking about, look, there's, old archaeological finds. Now he's in a classroom setting giving a lecture about something. Um, Older
I
gentleman,
miss
yeah.
waking up every morning,
Ah, Sella. Oh, oh, where's it at? There's some
wondering
explosions, Nazis. Wondering what adventure will the new day
what
will
wonderful
bring
adventure
us.
the
We
new
got a
day will bring to
train,
us.
airplane, motorcycle in the archives,
Those days
and
have come and gone.
yeah, we're old men now.
Perhaps, perhaps not.
I
I don't believe in magic.
don't believe in magic. Now, technically, he's not wrong, but yeah. Well, I'll let him say what he's gonna say, because it's the insight that he gives here is quite phenomenal here.
But a few times in my life,
All right, here we go. That is the de-aging technology up close and personal. And I gotta say, it does look really good. To me, it looks really good. Um, Honestly, unless you pause it, if you just watch it, it looks phenomenal. When you pause it, it kind of does look like some of the rotoscoping stuff, but at a very high level of fidelity. Um, Again, our eyes can naturally detect something when it's off a little bit. It's like we're looking at it going, what is that? This looks really good. I think that when we're on a big screen and we're seeing this in all its glory, I don't think we're going to notice anything. I think this looks phenomenal. Um, I, for one, think it's going to be an amazing part of the process, and I love the fact that they're doing this to sort of give us a little bit of time jumping here with this film. I think this looks great.
I've seen
Mads Mikkelsen. Mm. I love Mads and everything he does.
Things I can't.
Oh, is that Antonio Banderas? Hold up. I didn't realize Antonio Banderas was in
Things I
this.
can't.
Hey, go back. That's Antonio Banderas. What is Antonio Banderas doing in this?
Things I can't explain. And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe. It's how hard you believe it.
Oh, oh, it's the fedora and the bullwhip, and we've got archaeologist tools and maps and the rucksack and everything we need to have Indiana Jones coming back front and center. And I think we're about to get this theme song. Oh, action sequences are par for the course. I will say this though, one of the things that I appreciate in the original films more than in Crystal Skull was in Crystal Skull they used CGI for a lot of the action sequences, and I'm definitely seeing that here, which is somewhat to be expected because you're dealing with actors who are way past their prime. And they can't be running around doing the stuff that they did in the original Indiana Jones films, like stapling their hat to their heads and riding horses down through the desert and all this other stuff. So we're seeing a lot of action sequences here, which I don't think for me are the main reason I'm going to want to see this film. I'm sure they'll be thrilling, but I'm sure they're going to be CGI filled scenes that don't, they're not going to take away from the story for me, but they're not the main reason I'm going to see this. Oh yeah, bullwhip, pistols. Horse! Horse! You can never, yeah, you could never go wrong with Harrison Ford on a horse in Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. We now have an official title. I don't know if the title had been revealed until today's trailer. But as it stands, this is coming out next year. I can't wait. I
Who
might
is this
actually.
man? I'm her godfather.
related.
Get back.
So that's a throwback to that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark when the guy pulls out the two swords and and then he just pulls the pistol out and shoots him. That's definitely a throwback to that scene. Um, yeah, I'm stoked. I can't wait to see this. I might actually go to the big screen to see this. I don't go to the big screen very often anymore because I have a big screen at home, a big enough screen anyway, and I just don't like going to theaters with a bunch of snotty kids and people who don't turn their cell phones off and so on and so forth. I might actually make the exception for this because I really love this franchise and I'd like to see it go out with a bang. Um, but who knows? It's summer, so we'll see what's happening next summer by the time this gets around. But I'm excited about this. I think this is a great first look. Love to hear your thoughts, comments below. And by the way, when I say I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments below, I just want to hear people who are genuinely excited about this. If you're going to come in here and leave comments about Indiana Jones is going to be a woke piece of crap and it's failing this and they've done all these test runs and Kathleen Kennedy's going to ruin the franchise, I'm going to delete your comment and I'm going to boot you off the channel. I don't care to hear that kind of stuff. We're here to celebrate Indiana Jones and this new film. And if you're going to rag on it, you have to wait until it comes out. You're not allowed to cast judgment before it's even made it to the theaters. You gotta wait. You gotta go watch it. You gotta see it. And then you can leave a review. Until then, be excited like the rest of us and stop being such a negative Nancy. If that sounds like your style, welcome aboard. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, support with a membership, super stat, yeah, all the super things, super thanks and stickers and beyond in the Patreon page. See you in the next episode, everybody. I'm stoked.